is good, you? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the bold set coming to NBA 2K24 MyTEAM via the agendas as well as the pack market. So let's talk about the bad first, because there's going to be a lot of good that I talk about in this video, including a free Dark Matter Steph. And again, I'm always a fan of free cards, especially when they're like relevant cards. People are going to want the free Steph Curry that is coming tomorrow. So it's kind of crazy though. Like we saw the Pink Diamond Steph for free. Now we're seeing a Dark Matter Steph for free as well. Going to be very interesting. Now the one thing I will say is, if you have free SGA, if you have free Harden or free Austin Reeves, is Steph Curry going to be better than any of those guys? Probably not, but that's okay. Like at the end of the day, that's okay, because not everybody, number one, has all those cards, and number two, it's okay. Use cards that you enjoy using. Use cards that you personally are gonna have fun using as well. Other cards you can get tomorrow: Galaxy Opal Julius Randle, Galaxy Opal Richard Jefferson, Pink Diamond Jalen Durn, and Pink Diamond OG Anunoby. Do not sleep on OG Anunoby at the shooting guard position tomorrow. Going to be one of the best shooting guards in our entire game. So let's start with there. Pink Diamond Durn, Pink Diamond OG. OG is going to be fantastic. Like, I'm no money spent. And I'm telling you right now, when it comes down to cheap or budget shooting guard small forwards in my team, OG is going to be one of the toughest. He's got it released that, I don't want to even say it's like necessarily the best or the quickest, but it's going to be super easy to time, super easy to green. Meanwhile, he's going to play great defense. To me, he's like a mini Kawhi Leonard. For all you guys that like Kawhi Leonard out there, OG Anunoby is going to be really, really, really good. Jalen Durn, I mean, what is he? 6'11", long wingspan. Probably won't be able to shoot, and that's kind of the downside to Jalen Durn is again, I doubt he has a 3-ball, but I bet 2K does make the card at least decent, right? At least as a decent inside big, going to be decent. People in my chat saying, I hope Jalen Durn can shoot. I mean, I hope so too, but at the end of the day, it's not something I would count on. It's not something I personally would expect. Now, if he can shoot tomorrow, obviously then you're looking at one of the best kind of budget-ish bigs in the entire game. Let's move on to the Galaxy Opals. Sorry for my voice right there, but let's move on to our Galaxy Opals. These Galaxy Opals are some of the least impressive that I've seen in the game. And I'm not trying to hate on the game, because I like tomorrow's drop overall. I think tomorrow's drop is fantastic. But you're looking at Galaxy Opal Richard Jefferson, who historically, as we've seen, does not have a great release. Galaxy Opal Julius Randle, who, I mean, can play the 3, that's helpful. But when was the last time we saw a good Julius Randle card? I don't think he's going to be great. And so that's kind of one of the things I see is, again, I think you're going to have to get all 4 of those cards to get the Dark Matter Steph Curry if you're grinding it via the agendas. But by themselves, I don't think Julius Randle or Richard Jefferson are going to do the trick. I don't think either of those cards are going to be great. So my thing with my suggestions is, let's say you're not grinding Steph Curry. What I would recommend is get OG Anunoby and then just chill. Like, we'll see tomorrow again what their stats, badges, and animations look like. But for me, coming tomorrow again, they're all free. If OG is useful for you, grind him out. Probably going to be an easy grind. And then just chill. Don't feel like with all these drops, you need to get all these cards, because you don't. Just get the cards that you're going to have fun with, have success with, and move forward. Now, the ultimate reward, Steph Curry. 6'2" point guard. Again, we've already seen a free Pink Diamond Steph. What are the adjustments they're going to make to the Dark Matter Steph? Well, expect his defense to be nearly perfect. Again, problem is he's 6'2". Is it a problem? Somewhat. Now, why do I say somewhat? The game is ran by 3 hunting right now anyways. It is. You can say whatever you want. The game is ran by 3 hunting. I mean, my point guards for the last season have been James Harden and Austin Reeves. The difference between 6'5" and 6'2" is massive. I'm not disregarding that. That is a big time difference when it comes down to Steph Curry, when it comes down to Austin Reeves or James Harden. And again, I said it at the start of this video, if you have James Harden, Austin Reeves, or SGA, I feel like, Steph Curry is not going to play for you. He's not. But with that being said, you still can like this drop. You can still interact with this drop. You can still go get Steph Curry because he's a fun card to use. Now, I will say this. If you're going to grind for Steph Curry, you got to hope this grind is not, 6 hours long. If it is 6 hours long, is Steph Curry worth it? Probably not. And that's just me being honest with you. When we look at some of the other cards that we got, like even an Austin Reeves. At this stage, guys, like if you have Austin Reeves, there's no reason to go get Steph Curry. If you have James Harden, no reason to get Steph Curry if he is a super long grind, especially if the opals aren't great. Like that's the big thing for me. To me, if you go get Steph Curry, the only other, I don't expect Durn to be able to shoot. So the other card that I'm really high on is OG Anunoby. Like that's really where it's cut off. Like I'm high on OG Anunoby, Steph Curry, but like Jalen Durn, not super high on him. When it comes down to Julius Randle, RJ, not super high on them either. And so like it's cool that these are free cards, but I don't want you guys to get your hopes up for like a Julius Randle, RJ. Those cards are not going to be good. Steph Curry, again, I do like him for a free card because I think a lot of people can have fun with Steph Curry. They can interact with the content and use the card and have fun with them. And again, it's not always getting the best cards in 2K. The fact of the matter is, like, I think DBG tweeted out today, like, when was the last time we got a Giannis that wasn't behind this major lock-in? I mean, Giannis is gambling. Giannis are these big-time lock-ins with the pink diamond as well as the diamond. And so, like, it's cool that we can get a Steph Curry tomorrow that is ultimately a grind. So that's where I'm at with this content. Again, if you don't want to grind for it, the only other option is opening packs. Strongly would advise against opening packs, especially when, you know, your Galaxy Opals are Julius Randle, Richard Jefferson. Nobody really wants them anyways. Somebody in the comments said, is Randle's release fine? I mean, Randle on Very Quick is going to be better, but it's still not going to be a good release. Like Julius Randle, I'm going to say it like this. Like I expect like, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of small forwards. Like a Jonathan Isaac. I would expect him to still be better than a Julius Randle. So, I mean, if that's the question we're asking, I mean, I do expect a guy like Jonathan Isaac to ultimately be better. So again, for me, none of these cards make my squad on my main account. On my no money spent account, I've got Devin Booker at my starting point guard. I've got Dyson Daniels at my backup point guard. Does Steph Curry play over them? I mean, I'd probably play Steph over a guy like Dyson Daniels, but we'll have to see again tomorrow. And then even a guy like OG Anunoby. Right now, my backup shooting guard is Danny Green. OG Anunoby for sure is going to play over Danny Green. So that might be the thing I'm grinding. Instead of grinding out Steph and then Dyson, I might just grind out OG Anunoby and move on from there. Why? Because again, I don't think Steph is necessarily that great. Julius Randle, RJ aren't going to play for me. Jalen Durn isn't going to play for me. So, I mean, yes, Steph probably would play for me, but we'll have to see what that grind looks like come tomorrow. Is this content, you know, the best players in the game? No, but it's exciting. You know, a free Steph, free Julius Randle, Jalen Durn, OG Anunoby. A lot of these current cards are cards people look forward to getting, are cards that do excite the community. So, I mean, again, if Durn gets a 3-ball, going to be a great budget big. I just would not count on it, especially since he does have that power forward eligibility come tomorrow. Bold coming to my team tomorrow. I'm guessing every Tuesday we'll get new free content, but it's not just going to be the same thing. Like this week's Bold, I expect a new type of set come tomorrow. So don't expect like Bold next week as well, like we saw a bunch of rush sets. That's going to wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited about Dark Matter Steph for free coming tomorrow? Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.